Et bonjour YouTube, bienvenue, bienvenue où on va se faire la quête de Carlotta sur Wuthering Waves. Alors pour l'instant, il faut savoir que j'adore cette 2.0, elle est vraiment cool, Rinacita, c'est vraiment un plaisir à parcourir. Et l'histoire est vraiment sympa à suivre. J'ai hâte de faire cette quête de Carlotta, la quête de compagnon. Donc voilà, n'hésitez pas à nous rejoindre sur Twitch la semaine, généralement on fait du Genshin, pareil, du Zenless, et va y avoir d'autres jeux qui vont pop aussi. Donc voilà, n'hésitez pas, ça fera plaisir. Puis comme ça vous pourrez réagir en direct avec nous. Voilà, Carlotta qui s'installe, elle a raison. Elle a raison. Ah, Carlotta, tu bouges là. Ouais, ah, d'accord. D'accord. Bon, allez, on y va, on commence. Bum bum bum. Carlotta. Pas mal aussi. Ok, on va croiser Carlotta ici.
The midnight chime has faded, yet the night endures. Restless hearts long for an understanding that should be ours.
Ok.
In the freest place of Raguna, I await your arrival. This should be the place Capello mentioned in his invitation.
With this invitation, I wish to personally thank you for all you have done for the Montelli family, and to amend the slight misstep in your reception. I hope this gesture will help to mend any misunderstandings.
Ouais, écoute, moi je m'entends bien avec Carlotta. Hein.
In the name of the Montellis, I shall honor my allies as I do my own kin and blood. In the freest place of Raguna, I await your arrival. Yours sincerely, Capello Montelli.
I knew it. Another invitation. That's kind of their signature, huh? But this wasn't Carlotta. Who's this Capello guy?
Ouais.
Oh yeah. The big boss of the vault and all that jazz. Guess it won't hurt swinging by Carlotta's family. They do owe us a big one. I bet he's got something good planned. A pile of money. Maybe a mega feast.
Ah, un petit festin, ça serait pas mal, Abby, ouais.
I've been feeling pretty weird lately. My head's all wobbly. Okay, you've got this. If anything happens, just smash your way through.
T'inquiète pas, Abby, on va tabasser s'il faut.
I'll leave this to you then. Oh, but hey, if you ever need my help, just give me a shout, okay?
To locate me so precisely and deliver the invitation right into my hands. This
Enfin, c'est pas très dur de te trouver, Rover.
Forgive me for not meeting you properly until now.
C'est toi, Capolio.
Guest
Oh,
from the
viteuf, hein.
Black Shores,
Ouais.
laureate of the Carnival, savior and friend of the Montellis. Your presence is an honor. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Capello Montelli, Carlotta's uncle, son of the Padrino, and the next head of the family.
Ouais.
Capello's stature, a private meeting at this hour? Is it really just about gratitude?
Ouais.
Of course. Just as stated in the invitation, I'm a man of my... Without you, the traitors wouldn't have been captured, and I freed from their hands. While Carlotta has expressed our family's gratitude, I feel obliged to do it in person.
Eh bah écoute, fais-le en personne, très bien.
The traitors had little to offer, and the one behind them is still in the shadows. Unnerving, isn't it?
Ouais. Carlotta s'en occupe, ouais, voilà.
I'll wait
Ah, on dirait que j'avais une auréole, c'était marrant.
Things aren't as bright for the Montellis as they may seem. The Order, Thessalias, and the Fraxidas, the traitors we captured, were a warning, but also a reminder to survive. I must seek alliances beyond the family.
Donc tu veux une alliance avec moi? Écoute, très bien.
Especially with you, just as Carlotta did. Now that you mention it, let me be clear. Carlotta is dear to me, and nothing will change that. But she's from the lesser branch of the family.
Ouais.
Tradition says I, the rightful heir, should manage dealings with the Black Shores, not her. Restoring order and benefiting the family as I intended, that's what I meant in the letter by amending a slight misstep. The leader of the Black Shores must have sent you here with a purpose. Tell me, and I will offer you support far beyond.
Oui, le leader des... Oui, oui, oui. Il doit une idée derrière la tête, oui.
The choice is yours, of course. But as the family heir, I will not see my authority undermined, even by those I... So if you can't stand by my side, I prefer you stay out of the Montellis' affairs. Otherwise, believe me, you won't want to find yourself at odds with us, no matter how strong you are.
Ah là là, mais non, mais ne nous menace pas, Capolio!
Remain an observer from the sidelines, but once you join the table, you play by the rules.
Well said. But the rules are not set in stone, are they?
Ouais, ouais. Alors, le plan d'entrée boobs, bon, ok, d'accord.
What matter of intrigue brought you and Rover together at this hour, Uncle? A table. Are we speaking of a splendid card game, then?
Your timing is most unfortunate. Our little chat just finished.
Pity.
Et justement, du coup, elle tombe bien.
I didn't think you'd pull her aside for a private word, especially after all Rover and I have been through together. But since you've finished, would you excuse us now?
Carlotta, you stay. I have more to discuss with you.
Meet me at the rendezvous. Beware the ice.
Attention aux taupes. Genre René. Ouais, je connais René.
A gun is a powerful tool, but only in the hands of the worthy.
Ouais, bon, ça va. Carlotta, elle est plutôt worthy, hein.
I understand.
Elle a un meilleur design que toi, hein.
I've never forgotten where my privileges come from, nor will I covet what's not mine. The Black Shores, the Carnival. My sole principle is whether they benefit the Montellis. I will execute any command that strengthens the family.
Very well. Keep your words in mind.
Uncle, about Bennett, have you heard?
That
Bennett!
thief
Le Bennett!
Why? Are you suggesting I failed my duties?
Not at all. I just happened to overhear someone talking about it in passing.
Ouais. Le Bennett, le vrai Archon Pyro Bennett.
I'm more entangled in the Montelli family's schemes than I ever realized. When I went after the traitors... No. When I decided to help with the Carnival, the game was already in play.
Alors, je reviens vite fait, j'ai un coup de fil. Je reviens très... Désolé pour la pause, désolé, je suis de retour, on va pouvoir s'enchaîner tout ça. Allez, ma petite Carlotta.
Me about eyes, so so she probably wants me to avoid unnecessary attention. I'm not sure why, but staying under the radar is never a bad idea.
Et... Oui, ils ont fait chier à mettre... D'accord, si vous voulez. Il fallait pas se faire chier à mettre la rover en...
Carlotta's not here yet. Guess I'll
D'ailleurs.
have to wait.
Ah, tu as un regard inquiétant. Hmm. D'accord. Ouais, c'est le vrai chef de la famille, lui? Il a la dégaine, hein, quand même, d'être le vrai chef de la famille.
Might I trouble you for a light, young lady?
Ouais. C'est vrai que j'ai pas de briquet sur moi.
Oh well, a cigar without smoke. My granddaughter told me Raguna's reign is a bad omen. Can't argue with that now.
C'est le grand-père de Carlotta.
You've been looking at this painting for a while. Anything special about it?
Oh. Did it capture your interest as well? Or are you simply passing the time until the rain ends?
Ouais.
Then it seems you'll have to put up with me for a while.
Ouais, bon, il a quand même une dégaine de chef de famille de la mafia, quand même, hein.
The Montelli family prides themselves on their eclectic taste in art. Any style, by any artist, can find its home within their quarter. Art knows no boundaries of time, place, or the mind. Here we stand, united by the rain, drawn to the same painting. They say in art, we glimpse pieces of our own soul. What do you make of this piece? Care to share your thoughts?
Ouais. Ouais, alors ça m'évoque pas grand-chose. Je vais t'avouer. Ah, ok, c'est ce que tu vois, Rover. D'accord. Bah, très bien.
Indeed. True artistry lies not only in what is painted, but what is left unsaid.
I share the same view, except that I'm somehow saddened by the part that forsakes its character to achieve balance. Perhaps chosen by the artist for its uniqueness. Now is not the time to cling to existing balance, but to embrace the unknown.
Embrace the unknown.
And carve out one's path, just as she once did.
Ouais. Joli plan, ça encore.
Glory in Decay. The Impressionist Pazzoli's latest piece. Didn't know you had such refined taste.
Oui, le vieux monsieur qu'on découvre. Ah, bien sûr, être le padré de la Familia Montelli.
I dodged those pesky eyes the whole way here, worried you'd been kept waiting too long. But it seems you've kept yourself entertained. So, the old gentleman was simply hiding from the rain, was he? I see. The Montelli Quarter does attract art enthusiasts. Anyway, when it rains in Ragusa, surprises are as common as puddles. A delay is only a small splash. Calling you here with little explanation and a word of caution. I can only imagine your confusion.
Vous êtes... Ouais, dans les complots, hein, les Montelli, les complots.
The shark in our midst has finally made its move. Recently, several of our partners claim to have found a superior seller and ended their dealings with us.
Ouais.
Meanwhile, Bennett, our vault keeper, was reported to have embezzled and sold vault assets. It's said that he tried to flee, but was killed by tacit discords outside the city.
Non, on essaye de nous faire croire que Bennett...
I'm not so sure. I've worked with Bennett before. He was principled, bold, but not reckless. Not once. The night he died, he sent a photo to my terminal. A blood-stained page of an anthology, marked with 3 phrases.
Ouais.
Thy eyes guide my course in the tempest. When 40 winters siege thy beauty.
C'est quoi ces noms de merde?
The planet turns right. The meaning is yet to be revealed, but he is clearly conveying a message. All evidence points to Bennett being the key to uncovering the shark lurking in our waters. The Montelli family is a symbol of liberation for Ragusa. We uphold freedom and equality for all. Our vault is the heart of our family. And if it is corrupted, it threatens not only us, but risks plunging the city back into oppression and isolation. As much as I hate to suspect family members, I cannot rule any of them out. You, however, are different. As an outsider who has aided us in capturing the initial traitors, I hope to not be proven wrong, but I feel that I can trust you.
C'est le moment où je me porte volontaire, oui.
My uncle's words were clear. Only those at the table can play the game. To engage with my family. So, I offer you a new identity in our upcoming inquiry.
Œil de chat. Ok, j'aime bien.
Provisional member under... If you wish to join, you must undertake the final assessment.
Parce que les chats, c'est mignon. Bah oui.
When it comes to family matters, we like to use code names, each tied to a unique token. Mine, for example, is Opal. Opal recommended Cat's Eye. It has a ring to it, don't you think?
Et coucou Jérém, comment ça va? Eh, merci beaucoup pour le lurk. Merci beaucoup, des gros bisous à toi.
Cat's Eye gems. Now, Cat's Eye, will you stand with me to catch the traitor within our family and avert this looming threat?
I understand decorum is important to the Montellis. But among friends, can't we be a bit more informal?
Ouais, informal, ouais.
What made you say that? Ah, you're curious who I am beyond my role. Is that it?
Exactement.
I just might entertain that thought. But for now, my agents just sent me the address of Bennett's residence. While his body has been found, what he left behind is still out there.
Eh bah, allons enquêter. Allons-y, let's go. C'est parti, les amis.
Can you keep up? It seems someone has acted faster.
Ouais.
Those two, they're my uncle's agents, Sage and Acorn.
Leur nom de code,
Yes,
ouais.
we address each other by code names, handy identifiers in a crowd. I'll keep you updated on the family members' code names we encounter, along with any other details. Seems like they are looking for something as well. It's only natural my uncle wishes to retrieve the lost items, but my presence might raise a few eyebrows.
Ouais.
Yes, you try and loosen their lips. If memory serves, they are senior members, having served under my uncle for years. Regulars at margaritas. Talk business with merchants and wine with drinkers. Engage their interests, and their words will flow like a river. As for the rest...
Fais improviser. Ouais, vas-y.
Hey, that's you they're calling.
No, that's both of us. But I don't recognize...
Neither do I. Listen up.
Okay,
Ouais.
you got the names right. Must be family. Who are you? Cat's Eye. Doesn't ring a bell. Probably one of those new recruits after the Carnival.
So, what do you need? We are just about to wrap up and grab a bite at margaritas. Still got a lot on our plate today.
Ouais.
Oh, margaritas. Nothing quite like it, huh? And the pizza.
Ah, la pizza. La pizza, bien sûr.
Always a solid choice when on the move. Perfect spot for a bit of catching up.
You know, the last time I was there, I heard talk about a thief stealing from the vault. Is that true?
Well, cat's out of the bag now.
Ouais.
See that house right there? That's where the thief lived. We came to search for clues.
No,
Ouais.
not yet. We've looked out.
To be honest, I doubt we'll ever find them. The thief has probably sold everything off by now. We are short on manpower. That's a needle in a haystack, if you ask me. Well, our boss is the Padrino's son.
Ouais.
That's his methods. Our job is to follow orders, not to ask questions. Just...
That's right. If you spot anything unusual, keep an eye on it. Could be your big break.
Ouais.
With a bit more time, I think you'll do.
Ouais,
So,
tant qu'on retrouve
he said
Carlotta.
nothing, but assumed Uncle wasn't concerned. That makes no sense. Everything that happened recently ties back to the vault. If Uncle wished to protect his position, he'd be quick to retrieve the items and resolve the situation. Curiously, Bennett was last
Ouais.
sighted in the vicinity of Liberty Square, where last night I was investigating the area before I happened upon your... But when I brought this up with him afterwards, he didn't seem privy to any details. As for my search of Bennett's home, nothing of note turned up. Just as I found no spoils, not even the faintest trace of them being stored or moved.
Ouais.
Everything about his living. I also asked around about Bennett after our previous collaboration.
Ouais.
He was ambitious, but never greedy. I was even told he refused a bribe offered by a business. The Montelli family is ever generous with wealth and opportunities, welcoming all who aspire to make their mark in Ragusa. Mere profit would never make him betray us.
Ok.
For now, more evidence is required. The
Et
entire
lui,
matter
tu vas
might
arrêter de
need
nous
to be
regarder,
approached
c'est
from a
gênant.
different angle.
C'est creepy.
Shh. Hold still. See that man over there? After him.
Rattraper, c'est bon.
Can you keep up?
Va pas très vite, mon ref. Hein. Ouais. Ouais.
Nowhere to run. Now it's time for a proper chat.
Ah, these old creaky bones of mine. Did I offend you? Or are you just chasing down every passing soul? Never thought the Montellis would grow so aggressive.
Ouais.
No one knows the family's ways better than its members, even though he's no longer one of us.
Ah, c'est plus un membre de la famille.
Right, old Duncan?
I must admit, you have an annoyingly good memory. It's remarkable that someone of your rank would remember a man such as myself.
Ok.
I will never forget that stormy night. Nor any of the members who were caught in it.
Sadly, I've no desire to be remembered. To me, Montelli is only a name of the... There were moments of joy,
Ouais.
but they cannot make up for my loss.
Qu'as-tu donc perdu, mon petit vieux Duncan?
Why go back to what you claim to have left in the past? Unless there's something you can't ignore.
You were standing across from Bennett's doorway, and your clothes are still damp from the rain. You weren't simply passing by, you were watching.
I don't know. To grieve for my last friend in the family?
Ouais.
Blame him for being so reckless and greedy? Or to figure out how this fool ended up in such a mess? Hoping to find the lost items, and I tried to persuade him to leave with me, but failed. In Ragusa's game, the Montelli family has only two options. We either play to win, or are forced to leave with nothing. Every Montelli has a chance at their desires. But what's the price? They stake everything they hold dear. Family. Now, his
Ouais.
ambition and greed have cost him everything.
Most people
Sauf que
find
non.
acceptance easier than change, because change demands the bravery to face uncertainty. No great endeavor is without its perils. So yes, if the Montellis are to drive the change and push past current barriers, the path ahead will be anything but easy. The
Et
family
coucou
exists,
Fordet, comment ça
the
va?
individual cannot. And
Mon
accomplish
choc bar.
otherwise be unattainable. But
Écoute,
within the family,
moi ça va aujourd'hui.
Montelli still enjoys the
T'es
freedom of
heureux?
choice.
Ben ouais, moi aussi.
Your
Oui,
life is
comme j'ai
testimony.
mis dans le titre, j'ai hésité à lancer Wolfenstein aujourd'hui.
If you're
Voilà,
with
histoire
him,
d'être un peu
there's
dans le
still much
contexte en
to be
tuant des
done
nazis.
for Bennett. His terminal, the alleged stolen goods, everything but his body remains missing.
Ouais, non, très heureux, très heureux.
Given
Mais
your
comme je disais aussi,
familiarity,
j'ai hésité à annuler le
help
stream
us in locating these items.
juste pour aller regarder CNews tout l'après-midi pour voir comment ils réagissent, tu vois.
In that case, you might
Ah,
want
qui
to
est
see
super
to
comme jeu,
Scarlet
Wolfenstein.
Velvet.
Super.
The leader of a network of commoners seeking freedom in Raguna. They had close ties with Bennett. And that said, with their recent fallout with the family, I can't guarantee you'll find them.
Mais ouais, en tout cas, on est très content. La news, il y a des news qui donnent le
Have little
smile. Hein.
choice but to try. Now, let's go. We're off to the most reliable source of information in Raguna. Can you keep up? This is the place.
C'est une caverne.
She may not be here, but I have my ways of reaching her people. In Raguna's market, they say fortune seldom favors those who lack a taste for fine drinks.
Ah, petit
Among the
petit
traders,
cocktail.
There's a secret code in the way drinks are mixed. A base of bitter almond and mint, for instance, usually signals danger and death. But some have devised their own, more private codes. Yes. This area is essentially a neutral zone in the city. No affiliations. With the ongoing feud between Scarlet Velvet and the Montellis, finding her will be difficult. But I've heard they have eyes and ears here. So all that remains is to order the right thing, watch the crowd, and let their reactions lead us to Scarlet Velvet's contact.
Greetings. What will it be today?
A Scarlet Velvet ribbon, please.
Scarlet Velvet. An uncommon choice.
Ouais.
Perhaps the one you seek is waiting just as
Ok, d'accord, très bien.
Kirsch, whiskey,
Ouais.
blood orange gin. That drink you have there is a riddle cloaked in mystery. You don't want to
Ouais,
share?
ok, d'accord. Et ouais.
I've been exploring how drinks might encode numeric.
The key to any language lies in the shared rules and agreements between. With that in mind, the same drink or even the same object can be given countless meanings. Much like how my. Sounds like you've been doing this code research for quite some time. Do you know when the bartender started his shift today?
Let me see. I got here quite early.
Ouais.
He was here.
T'es là depuis 8h du matin?
That's all.
Le mec qui commande des cocktails depuis 8h du matin. Ah, je juge. Bon, après, aujourd'hui, c'est particulier, vous avez le droit. Aujourd'hui, vous avez le droit, c'est particulier.
Oh, how maddening you're at this amber drink. No, leave me be. The void. The endless void has consumed Montelli, Phasalia, the Order, the Commoners. Without these names, what sets us apart?
Exactement, le scénario du jeu s'est adapté.
Clearly, he's
Tout le
not
monde
the
peut
one
se mettre
who
une
did
race aujourd'hui. N'empêche, t'imagines le nombre de Dry January qu'il a fini aujourd'hui? Le nombre de Dry January qui sont morts à cause de lui. Oh là là. Bon, c'en est.
Oh, there you are. I noticed you as soon as you walked in.
Ah, la fête, hein. Et ce soir, on s'ouvre une petite bouteille, hein. Une petite bouteille, histoire de quoi.
That swagger and flair. You're with the Montelli family. I know I'm not the one you came for, but don't dash off just yet. You don't know what I have up my sleeve. How about you let me prove how reliable I can be?
Ouais.
Go on, test me. She may not carry the Montelli name, but she's got that same pioneering spirit. She's leading a team of resonators now. It's a shame, though. She recently decided to cut ties.
Impressive.
Ok, du coup, faut aller voir le barman. Barman. Barman ordinaire.
Anything else I can get you? Or is there a problem with the drinks?
As expected from a Scarlet Velvet informant, you are smart. In a place like this, a bartender is the perfect cover. The least noticed, but with the best view. You mix every drink and pass every code.
Ouais.
You might not understand all of them. So this Scarlet Velvet ribbon...
Well, well. It finds its way back to me at last. A drink of trouble, I'd call it. Contact has been made, and by the rules, a conversation should follow. But Scarlet Velvet has decided there will be no further dealings with the Montellis. The partnership is broken, and whatever bond you had is all but gone. If you do meet up, Lady Carlotta, aren't you afraid things might turn ugly?
It's rumored that Scarlet Velvet's decision to end our partnership has something to do with a vault keeper named Bennett.
Ok, ouais, c'est à cause de Bennett. Non, du coup, c'est pas à cause de Bennett.
Bennett was recently found dead in the wild. The dead are silent.
Wait, Bennett is dead? That complicates things, I'm afraid. I'm not sure if trusting Montelli is a wise choice, but in memory of Bennett, if you truly are, go to Whisperwind Haven after dusk. I will inform Scarlet Velvet.
Bah, c'est parti. Rendre au havre des murmures. Ok, bon, il n'y a pas d'heure particulière, on ne connaît pas. J'en profite pour aller revoir quelques petits tweets parce qu'il doit y avoir des trucs marrants.
What you possessed were nothing but privately made replicas, existing solely by the grace of the Primus. How dare you defy our cleansing?
Alors, elles sont pas méga chères, mais elles sont quand même chères, les nouvelles cartes. Oh, la fracture qui revient! Eh, il y a fracture qui revient dans la rotation.
I can sense your fervent desire for the artifacts and the blessings from the Sentinel.
Alors, je vais quasiment plus sur Twitter. En effet, j'y vais quasiment plus. Mais aujourd'hui, il y a des trucs marrants. Mais en vrai, j'y vais quasiment plus. Hein. Des fois, on m'envoie un tweet. Voilà, mais sinon, je vais principalement sur Blue Sky maintenant. Mais pareillement, j'y vais beaucoup moins qu'à l'époque où je dosais de ouf Twitter.
The order and the commoners. It must be Scarlet Velvet causing the stir. The Order's arrogance is known, but such blatant
Ouais, pour le coup, j'ouvre toujours les liens qu'on m'envoie.
because we're far from the heart of the city. Let's first address their troubles, and then we'll have a proper talk.
Ouais, bah oui, c'est ça, c'est l'idée. Mais en même temps, je pense que tu gagnes plus à être moins informé, hein, au final. Hein. Alors, en vrai, moi, ça va. La plupart des grosses news, je les vois quand même passer sur Blue Sky. Après, bon, j'y vais quand même moins que quand j'allais sur Twitter à l'époque, quoi. Et fake Twitter. Fake Twitter, complètement. Mais aujourd'hui, il y a des trucs marrants.
And avoid crossing the Order and the Sentinel, especially not for the sake of mere commoners. Must I remind you again? Trading reserved terminals is a breach of the discipline.
Ouais.
We paid good money for these. If you're taking them, you owe us a
Yet the very traders who took your money have seen the error of their ways and reported your dealings. They have sworn to repent for their illicit... How sad, Miss Carlotta.
Ouais.
Loyalty to your family, only to...
Oh, please. My ties with the family are not so fragile as to be shaken by mere words. The fact that we're having this conversation at all means that you cannot ignore my status. When the Sentinel and the Primus have declared free trade as our undeniable right. Scarlet Velvet is always entitled to trade as they please. You preach the doctrine, yet fail to adhere to it yourself. If I were you, I'd be on my way to penitentiary. Willful transgression.
Oh, une vie normale. Oui, il faut que je le regarde. À ce qui paraît, c'est vraiment excellent. Et apparemment, ça t'aimait pas bien quand même. Mais je pense qu'aujourd'hui, si je dois regarder un film ce soir, ce sera un truc qui est genre Projet X, tu vois.
Ernesto, the bartender, said you needed to see me. You may have just offended us, but you heard it. Your family has left us in a mess. Frankly, I don't see the point in having this conversation.
Petit garçon en pyjama rayé. Ah, ça me dit rien, lui, par contre.
About Bennett, I'll give you a minute, for his sake. Speak quickly.
Mais pas du tout.
Regardless of the bigger picture, your side ended the deal. We were informed at short notice to stop all trade. And it's not just the terminals. No more jewelry, perfumes, and all that nonsense. Not to mention, I haven't seen him on telly for nearly 2 weeks. Where were you when we were fighting against the Order and the Phassalias?
There was a slight issue of a traitor in the vault. So our hands were tied. A direct approach works best at times. Actually, what that acolyte claimed is news to me.
Ouais.
Surrendering control and ceasing trade, the Montelli creed has always been family first and a pioneering spirit second.
With your grandfather, maybe. But he won't be around forever. When Capello takes the helm, you won't have us. The real question is whether we can get our trade back on track. Can your family still be trusted? What I need is a solid promise from someone in charge. Can you do? One thing's for sure. I want to see the family who first broke the monopoly to trade with us
I'll speak with my uncle and grandfather to see what happened with our cooperation.
You know what? This is supposed to be your family's business. So, Ernesto told me Bennett's gone. What?
Ok.
Good judgment there. The rumours are nonsense. Fencing stolen goods? Please. Bennett used to handle our shipment. Nothing shady, okay? He knew his stuff. Never took advantage of us, never budged on prices either. For him, it was always business first, friendship second. When he was running late, he'd stay up at that hill sometimes. We even set up a shelter there after it happened a few times. Now, come to think of it, he did stay there for a while the last time we saw him. Asked us to stash something too. What was it he said? I hope we don't need to...
Ah, Bennett qui a laissé quelque chose. Et là, j'ai vu qu'il y a le conte de Monte Cristo qui est sorti sur Canal. Il va falloir que je le regarde parce que ce qui paraît, c'est vraiment bien.
There's an entrance along the coast. Go straight down the road and you'll see it.
Et j'ai un peu la... Enfin, entre guillemets, j'ai un peu la flemme sur 3 heures quand même.
Gently does it?
Ouais, bah c'est ça, c'est 3 heures, c'est un peu la flemme, mais bon, il va falloir quand même le regarder, quoi.
Quickly and swiftly. Take this. Still recognize me?
Bon, vous êtes mort. Ah, mais le week-end c'est bien pour regarder ça. Non, mais tu sais, quand tu te seras pris des missiles de terreau et que du coup tu auras la flemme de jouer à Valo, bim, des contes de Monte Cristo. Ah merde, j'ai gâché ça. Ah. Ah, mais son abri, il y avait quand même plein de monstres autour.
You can tell someone was here. Look at the mess. Perhaps Bennett deliberately arranged it this way as a cover. We'll each use our senses to search. Then let's gather and analyze the clues we find.
Ok. Sans... Ah ouais. 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 ML et CL. D'accord.
Something is strange here.
Ah, mais je sais pas vous, mais là, depuis le début de l'année, je me fais mes spams par les appels. Là, depuis le début du stream, j'en suis à 3.
These items, don't they seem familiar? Do you recall those
Ça me rend
lines
fou.
from the anthology? The ones Bennett sent to me in the photo.
Ok.
Thy eyes guide my course in the tempest. The woman in the painting here seems to stand in the gloomy rain, but her eyes remain bright. Like the secret code in drinks, what matters is never the object themselves, but the shared rules and agreements between now the book. It appears to be about
Ouais.
winter, which is likely related to the second line, 40 winters. The last one is a rotor device. The planet...
Ouais.
MLCL. 190, of course it is.
Ok.
Bennett was a vault keeper. But what 4 letters? The highest clearance level in the vault. Hold on.
Carlotta? Yeah. You asked me to keep an eye out for Bennett's terminal. Yeah, that's for me to know and you to want. But
Ouais.
it's not in good shape after what it went through. Yeah, if you can use it at all...
Understood. I'll have someone pick it up for restoration.
Wait, what now? What, you're not even gonna check?
Ouais.
No, it's nothing really. Just...
Alright. We'll inform you when there's more to share. We're returning to the Montelli quarter first. The terminal will be fixed there. You might
Ouais.
know this, but Bennett was never granted the highest clearance.
Isn't that a good sign? It means Bennett might not be guilty after all.
But it's replaced by another suspicion. One I am reluctant to entertain, but...
Ouais, bah c'est ton oncle, le connard.
Only grandfather, uncle, and I have the highest clearance. Liberty Square, our proximity, the vault's security clearance, a traitor among the top brass, the indifference as someone all evidence points to. Were I to entertain it, but if it was truly him, the heir to our family, who betrayed us...
Ah, c'est vrai que c'est un peu con quand t'es l'héritier.
See what the code reveals. It might clear our doubts. Or confirm.
I'll be with you, no matter what.
Allons-y. T'inquiète pas, Carlotta, je s'occupe de tout, tu s'occupes de rien. Ah, c'est au-dessus. Bon bah tant pis, on verra plus tard.
Lighter than a dove. Can you keep up? My people just reported some initial progress on the terminal repair. Let's go. Our meet-up spot is right ahead.
Lady Carlotta, we received a
Ouais.
terminal addressed to you, signed DC. The initial restoration is almost complete, but some data is overwritten or isolated due to the extensive damage.
Ouais.
Our evaluation suggests that a full restoration might not be worth it. But if you insist...
Good.
Ok.
Make sure to contact him. Now please project the restored...
Absolutely. One moment.
Le Bennett et la chambre forte, ok.
Yes, that's where I was investigating that night. Seems like the intel was right. And the other location... I think it's my uncle's private dock. Primarily used for storage, not shipments. Reviewing the records hardly proves the connection between these locations. If time permits, we should take the terminal to Mr. Pierre. He's an old friend of grandfather's, and there may be other
Monsieur
useful
Pierre.
information in the terminal. But first, let's put that code to use. It could help us narrow down the range and provide... Follow me. This is why I suggested we return here. Our vault holds everything. Family property, Valuable items for the complete inventory and access records can only be found here, accessible to those with the proper clearance. Please, follow me.
Je te suis, Carlotta qui suit Carlotta. Ah, chelou quand même, Carlotta. Ouais. Le module de stockage.
Someone extracted the core data module. It's empty now. This must be what Bennett was trying to tell us before he died. Someone with access to the vault has broken their oath and leaked the data module. Now only Uncle, Grandfather, in Renacita,
Ouais.
the Order maintains control over terminals, unlike other countries where they're freely traded. My grandfather learned to modify them during his... Our lantern-type terminal is a modified model. It may look purely ornamental, but it houses the tech modules we've developed. As Scarlet Velvet said, aside from our art dealings, we've been supplying these terminals to resonators at fair prices as part of our discreet business. By doing so, we've broken the Order's monopoly.
Ouais.
We've given more people the means to protect themselves in their ventures, giving them choices they didn't have before. The Order is aware of our discreet business, but they turn a blind eye as long as we don't openly challenge their authority. The hefty taxes we pay maintain this delicate understanding.
Ok.
As a result, no family member would ever divulge our terminal secrets, much less allow the modules to fall into the wrong hand. No. We must find the core module.
Mais il y a un monde où c'est le grand-père en fait.
Carlotta, where are you?
Uncle, may I ask you something first? Before the carnival, the priest...
Does it matter? All you need to know is that it's handled, and I'm...
Were you mistreated? Did they coerce you into doing something against your will?
Heed my words. Whatever you've uncovered, put it behind you and all will be as it was. No grudges, no consequences, only family. Now, we've had some trouble with the shipment over at Settlement. As the rightful heir, I'm giving you a new order. Take care of it. And I'll pretend none of this ever happened.
Ok, bah alors, non, mais j'essayais de te trouver un truc, mon pote, mais là, j'avoue que peut-être pas, hein.
I refuse.
Excuse me?
I said, I refuse. I can't act as if nothing happened. I won't let a family member die unjustly, or see our modules fall into the wrong hands.
Don't trouble yourself with the modules. Yes, our family's ambition has led us far, but it's exacted a price paid in blood and tears.
I can't believe you just said that. So, you're refusing to tell the truth and reveal the module's location, is that it?
Why do you insist on tearing everything apart? Have you ever thought about what Padrino would say? What others...
Bah non.
Then so be it. Your course is set, as is mine. But mark my words, I will stop you, Mr. Capello.
Ouais, bah on va lui péter la gueule.
I'm sorry you have to see this side of our family.
Ouais, mais je vais pas rejoindre la famille Montelli, hein. Dès le départ, ma petite Carlotta, hein, mais bon.
I just wish... No. I did promise I'd try to drop the pretense with you. I may need more time to come to terms with all of this. I don't regret uncovering the truth and exposing the traitor. I'm just saddened that my uncle is the one behind it all. We were meant to be the guardians of our family's ideals, to carry the torch forward. And yet now... Well, wallowing in emotion won't solve anything. Our priority now is to recover the data module. The core module is difficult to carry around. They must have hidden it. The doc Bennett visited used we need to...
Ouais.
My conversation with Capello will have alerted him. He's likely to move the module sooner than expected. I need to
on y va?
For any clues. Indeed, but time is not on our side. If Capello acts on this, I might lose my window to secure the mod. I need you to take this terminal to Pierre at the bank. If the dock turns out to be a dead end, we will need other leads. I know that securing the module alone will suffice. I must uncover Capello's true motives. How it will affect our family.
Ah, et là on joue Carlotta, d'accord. Se rendre au port privé de Capolio.
They call it a dock, but no ships ever come.
Ouais.
Nothing so far. Was I wrong? Maybe this place doesn't hold what we're looking for. Or am I too late? Did Capello get here first? And the energy fluctuation. It was going off and on. Such a big mirror. Why is it here?
Ouais, bonne question.
Doesn't seem to be made of common glass, but some kind of crystallized. Will I find the data module on the other side? Or was all this just a trap?
Bah, faut croire que c'était un piège. Ah, t'inquiète pas, Carlotta, t'inquiète pas, on va arriver. T'inquiète même pas, Carlotta. Et je vais prendre mon temps parce que je prends le... miaou miaou. Hein. Ah, marrant, Marine, elle a appris la mort de son père via le message de l'AFP. Bah oui et non, parce qu'on sait qu'elle a été à ses côtés ces dernières semaines. Hein. Donc non. Ouais, ça reste son popo. Et bah du coup, elle peut aller faire foutre. C'est comme les gens qui disent mais il est mort, respect à sa famille, tout ça. Ouais, enfin bon, famille, je suis... Ça m'enjaille encore plus, hein. Ah, le grand-père.
Hello again.
Famille horrible, bah oui.
It would be my honor if you do. You don't seem very surprised to learn who I am.
Carlotta told me Mr. Pierre always follows her grandfather around. My instincts weren't wrong when I saw you two.
Enfin, on l'avait deviné quand on l'avait croisé direct. Hein.
It also explains why you seemed familiar when we first met.
What's the term for it? A destined encounter? The universe brought us together, and I happened to take the initiative. It's almost poetic. Wouldn't you agree? That's it. I doubt you want more chit-chat. I know. Let Pierre inspect it for you, and we can resume our conversation.
Ouais, vas-y, vas-y, Francesco Padrino Montelli. Là, c'est un vrai patriarche de famille. Hein. Pas comme l'autre qui vient de décéder. Là, il me manquerait juste une petite démission de Macron, là. Et on serait putain de bien. Ah ouais, on serait. Quoique non, c'est pas le moment. Pourrait y avoir des gens un peu teubés qui pourraient dire oh, mais quand même, Jean-Marie, il est mort, je vais voter pour Marine, du coup.
Remember that painting we discussed earlier? In a fragile equilibrium, the smaller piece is forced to repress its true nature. It's confined to a seemingly flawless structure, stripped of its autonomy. I don't want the same fate for her. But I can't simply impose my path upon her, expecting blind obedience. She must find her own path, with a partner she can fully trust. As for those who betray their own blood, there will be no leniency. Even my own son is not exempt from this. However, before I intervene, I want to see her plan take shape. My hand should only be played as a final measure. The old give way to the
Ouais.
new. It's the way of the world. But for us Montellis, the courage
Le RN, il a changé le football. Oui. Je me demande si là, Kylian, il est pas un peu triste quand même. Il a perdu.
So I ask you this favor.
Il a perdu Jean-Marie.
When the time is right, give this to her.
Non, en vrai, moi, j'ai hâte d'aller voir un petit best-of CNews de la journée. À mon avis, ça va être incroyable.
This terminal is defunct, but I've retrieved all its data, even the overwritten and isolated bits. The terminal has been tampered with, but nothing was intentionally erased. I can show you. Do you have a time?
Ouais.
I'll send over the data so you can see for yourself.
Fais caca, Marley? Allez, il est parti faire caca.
We dumped him in the tacit Discord zone overnight. We'll claim he was killed by those monsters tomorrow morning. Sir, are you sure? Are we really going to work with the Order? Have they made you kill one of our own?
We're in too deep now. Handing over the data module to the Order will cement our position as an ally of the authorities. We'll replace the Thessalias. And Bennett, I would have taken care of him regardless. He knew too much. He deserved it for pursuing the Scarlet Velvet matter. Anyone who gets in my way shall meet the same fate.
Yes, sir.
We all stood together on that stormy
Non, en plus, en ce moment, le pauvre Marley, en ce moment, je sais pas pourquoi, il dort à mes pieds. Avant, il dormait à côté de ma tête. Ou alors sur mon bide. En ce moment, il dort à mes pieds et du coup, il prend des kicks. Il prend des kicks quand je bouge pendant la nuit. À chaque fois, ça me réveille parce que je sors un truc à mes pieds. Et donc, à chaque fois, il prend des petits... Bah, c'est des petits kicks, mais du coup, ça le réveille. Et ça me réveille aussi.
Please, put this terminal in Carlotta's hands.
What's in it? Carlotta?
Nothing. Save for the standard location tracking data every term. In 3 days, I'll be negotiating on behalf of the family with the Order. I just want to make sure Carlotta doesn't interfere in the meantime. She'll be given a chance to join our side. Think about Bennett. If you take care of this, I will overlook what he stole and let it be a thing of the past.
Unbelievable. What is Capello even thinking? Killing one of our own? It's a complete betrayal of our family. I must record all this madness with my terminal. No, it's too risky. Wait, I have Bennett's body. I'll record it. Then overwrite with new data. I have to keep this record well. In case I also...
Ok. Donc, on sait que Carlotta, elle s'est pris un piège.
A trap? Wait, sir. Wouldn't Lady Carlotta be in danger?
She's already there, so why bother? I trust Carlotta and our esteemed guest.
Oh oui, ça sert à rien de stresser pour Carlotta, de toute façon. Voilà, on est là.
The family will shield you.
These flashbacks. Could it be from touching the mirror? Energy crystals made into a mirror with pre-made sonoro inside. A slide. These masterless echoes have turned hostile. The frequency fluctuations in the sonoro seem...
Ah, c'est la Carlotta, c'est pas la mienne. Eh, mais en plus, ma Carlotta, elle commence à être pas mal, hein.
Can you keep up?
Franchement, ma Carlotta, là, elle les aurait one-shot, hein.
Masterpiece complete. Found your weak spot. Now there's nothing else in my way. All these obstacles suggest the answer is likely there. I must investigate that mansion.
Ouais, bah on va investiguer cette ouais.
This layout and decor seems strikingly similar to our mansion, just with slight differences. This area, these decorations, the chandelier specifically, were destroyed during the invasion 5 years ago. Am I truly in the past, or trapped in some kind of simulation?
If you're telling me he's adopting that orphan girl from the other side of the family, spare me. Already heard.
Ouais.
Actually, I imagine the whole family's caught wind of it by now. Isn't that why we're throwing this?
Donc elle a été adoptée depuis notre branche de la famille, Carlotta, d'accord.
Do you stay in the loop, tinkering away at home like that? You must be shocked. Capello's already the heir. So, why on earth did he adopt her?
Orphan girl from the other side of the family, adopted by Padrino. This rally, a mere touch of the mirror was enough to instantly draw out my memories.
You look a little familiar. Oh, it's you again.
You You shouldn't know me yet. Not...
I don't understand. What time?
Sorry. Please don't mind what I just said.
Ouais.
I'm not really sure where I...
Actually, I think he meant to say, we just saw you. Just now, about a minute ago. You walked right past...
Yeah, I'm just surprised you're back so soon.
Ouais.
Your outfit? No, it's more the accessories, really. Yours are red, but the person I saw had...
Blue accessories. I saw blue accessories on that hand that pulled me inside. I suppose she's the friend who invited me here. Could you tell me where she's going?
Ouais.
Perhaps she's just out for a stroll. The preparations are behind schedule due to a miss...
Yes, now I remember. The rally didn't start on time because of a light on the other
Défaillance
hand.
d'éclairage. Ok.
Something may change and it could reveal new clues. Thank you. I think I know where I'm going now.
You're welcome, I suppose.
I doubt it means much to say this to you, since you only exist in this place, and unlike me, you probably don't need to hear this.
Fancy a wager? I bet 2 dinners you can't...
Ah, quand même, c'est joli. Hein. On va pas se mentir, c'est joli. Hein. Ouais. Les ballons.
Ah, there you are. You will yield.
Tadadadada. Ah, la tire.
Can you keep up? Start small to build.
La voûte. Le voûte. Le 9-8. Le dernier chiffre.
Gently does it.
Ouais, attends, c'est le nombre d'arbres et de suspension dans la salle. Des arbres? Ah ouais, moi. 9. Un. 2. Ouais, on brute force, hein. Ouais. Voilà. On l'a un peu brute forcé. Ok, un petit peu.
Alright, time to check the
Je
log.
demande de pas me juger. Voilà. Ok. Bah, il était pas vraiment plus jeune à l'époque en tout cas.
Sir, are you talking to me?
Yes. Fret not, Carlotta. Come up to the front, so everyone can see you.
Je vois sur Twitter là, c'est en mode Venez, on se rejoint tous place de la République pour boire un coup.
Today is a special day. The beginning of your journey as one of us. As my granddaughter, you will now carry the Montelli name. My name. The family's name. And with it, its privileges and responsibilities.
I knew it. She shares our bloodline.
Ouais.
She is a true Montelli.
Ton nom de code, c'est fenêtre arrière.
Puny little thing. Such a nervous look to her.
Isn't she from the lesser side of the family? And a girl at that. Why her?
My thoughts exactly. I failed to see how she could possibly belong to our ranks, let alone carry the family.
Oh, t'as pas l'air d'être très... Ouais. Calme-toi. Ton nom de code, c'est fenêtre arrière, putain.
It was you.
Ouais.
Recognition. Praise. Glory. Isn't that what you want? Stay here, and you'll have all of that.
Ouais. Ah oui, bah non.
Is that the exit?
Non, je crois pas, ça serait trop simple.
Dazzling sunlight. Am I in the court? Have I left that scenario?
Bah non.
Now the question is, what moment from my past does this represent? No, these How do I leave this place? Leave? But didn't you just follow me here?
Ouais.
Cut the nonsense. You were the one who brought me into this scenario. Ugh, fine. But why should I tell you? True, I brought you here. But remember, I am a product of your own making. Your memories, your desires, your fantasies. From this moment on, I am also Carlotta Montelli.
Ouais.
We will share the same past, present, and perhaps even future. Don't pretend we're alike in any way, and keep the Montelli name out of your filthy mouth. Oh, right. How could I forget? You worked so hard to earn the illustrious Montelli name back then. And this. A poor little girl from the forgotten side of the family. Trying desperately to fit in with the grandeur of her new home. Fearing abandonment. And playing the part of a proper lady. You're a star in the ballroom. A top investor at the auction house. But your true talent, being the family's favorite weapon.
Ouais.
Carrying out orders without question. Is that all you live for? I thought you'd be thrilled with what I'm offering you. Acceptance, validation, indispensability.
Classique, le petit plan en mode on se pointe tous les deux le flingue.
Don't bother. This scenario is born from your consciousness, and it's also my domain. Since the frequencies here can be shattered, they can also be brought together again. Why not try shooting yourself? Perhaps that will work. Don't be so quick to deny it. If you truly never craved acceptance and recognition, would I even exist?
Ouais.
Since praise and affirmation aren't enough for you, I'll give you a chance to prove yourself. Show me how much your sweat and tears are worth.
Bagarre. Ah oui, bagarre.
Found your weak spot. The world is mine.
Ah merde, j'ai peut-être lancé l'ulti trop tôt. Ah c'est bon, je vais me prévenir.
A new era awaits.
Voilà.
Nice work, but this is only the beginning. You must be dying to know which part of the past this is. Would you like a little hint?
Ok. Ouais. Un souvenir qui la hante encore.
Blood debts will catch up with those who have to pay. The storm is coming. Ah, now you remember. I knew you'd never forget.
Help! Help!
Damn it! This is a trap! They've taken what's ours! In the name of the Montellis, this won't go unpunished.
Did you hear that? Oh, the panic
Ouais.
in their voice. How they must be begging for a capable leader to come and save the day. Quickly and swiftly. Still recognizing it. Stand down.
Ouais, ouais.
You will yield. Surrender.
Three key areas have been hit one after another. South Second Block, West End Dock, and our headquarters. Intel says the Physaelias are gearing up for another hit on our headquarters. As usual, we can expect the Order to turn a blind eye. They ambushed Father first before we did anything to them. It is beyond unforgivable.
We're running out of time. Capolo, we need a plan before Padrino wakes up. Call for reinforcements from the East End. It's risky, but if they don't smell our manpower shortage...
No, we shouldn't do that. The Physaelias were keeping an eye on our other territories.
No, we're not doing that. They can take the West End. Our men will retreat to headquarters.
Why?
Ouais.
We're tough, but we're no pushovers either. We earned our turf fair and square. Why should... When Padrino eventually wakes, how do you plan to explain that we have let his and the entire family's efforts go to...
But we still risk exposing the location of our headquarters. It's all about predicting their moves.
What about you, Carlotta?
Once again, this deviates from my past experience.
Ouais.
Well, we'll hit their base. Our people on the East End, the South Second Block and the Dock will stay put to give the impression we know nothing. Then we'll send our main forces to where the Physaelias keep their echoes. The trade routes mean nothing compared to that. As they know what we value most, we need to demand something of equal worth from them as our bargaining chip.
Is this really going to work?
We can't afford to lose our people. Everything else, even the mansion, are simply assets. I'll cover the rear.
D'accord.
Can quickly and swiftly. Glory demands more.
Bon, ok, peut-être que leur Carlotta fait un peu plus de dégâts que la mienne. D'accord, mais vite, keuf.
Can you keep up? Still recognize me? Take this! Is that it? Such stubbornness. You will yield.
You will yield.
Can you keep up? Quickly and swiftly. Victory favors me. I'm still standing. Masterpiece complete.
Masterpiece complete. Ah putain, j'avais pas vu lui.
Still recognize me. The stage is set.
Allez, ça dégage.
Look at you with your brilliant plan. So clever. It could have saved us from our humiliating defeat. And of course, you didn't just come up with it because you knew what happened. No. That idea has been brewing in your mind since that very day. How does it feel to finally have your dismissed plan validated? Back then, no one bothered to ask for your input, did they? The big shots like Capello and those old-timers couldn't care less. The family ended up making the worst possible choice. They called for reinforcements, depleting resources in both headquarters and the East End.
No. Cynthia. Look at me. Please. Why is this happening? At the West End, it's all my fault. I should have been more careful.
Ouais.
You're the only family I have left. The Montelli's motto is enterprise. How much more do we have to lose?
In the end, your dear grandfather had to step in and fix the mess you all made. The plan advanced, but the debt is forever gone. It's with that blood debt haunting you. You became the sharpest blade, working harder than ever to pretend Capello. Did he think of seeking the Order's protection after that? When it became painfully clear that his power... Come to think of it, what's so wrong with that? Sacrifices are inevitable, and someone, by doing so, the family's interests can be preserved. You were never meant to make decisions for the family. Do you really have what it takes to reshape the order of things? No matter what you say, I must stop him. Why? Didn't I just show you a better future than what you face now? merely an illusion of your making. My choices may have altered the outcome, but it's impossible to prove now. The past is set in stone. We only have one path before us. Yes, the cold rain from that night still haunts us. But we cannot be shackled by the past. I might not be in charge, but my principles are clear.
Ouais.
Every action I take is for the benefit of the family. I must leave here and stop Capello. Whatever the consequence. You're unshakable, aren't you? Our negotiations have reached a dead end. Then I'll need to try something else to make you stay.
Ok. Eh ben, allons-y. Let's go, c'est parti les amis.
Can you keep up?
Toujours à gauche.
Left. You should have gone left. Wait. Or maybe
À gauche.
think it over. I told you before. You should take the easy.
Wrong. Wrong again. Do you really think you can choose the right path? Stay. Let's get lost in this maze together. From one window to another. I'll keep you.
Do you truly think you are worthy of the Montelli name?
Ouais. Bah oui. Oui, Carlotta.
Just give up. What an embarrassing sight. What is so painful to watch? You might have another chance up ahead.
Yes, that's right. Keep moving forward. You're getting close. You have to press ahead. Don't doubt yourself.
Don't you see? This is what happens when you choose the wrong path and back the wrong horse. The cost will be far greater than you thought.
No, not this way, Piccolina. You should try another way.
Another way.
Wisely. You still have a chance to make things right.
Ah, cinématique. C'est Rover. Oh.
Why are you?
I was worried you might be in danger. Also, I'm here to deliver this. The gun was always there. You earned the right to use it the moment you chose to act on your own.
Ouais, ok.
Looks like you've made up your mind.
The Padrino's gun never leaves his side. If he places it within your reach, it can only mean one thing. You've been entrusted with the authority to act in the name of Montelli.
Ah, bah tu vois, ouais.
Whether it fires and where it aims, the choice is mine alone.
Ben oui, Carlotta. Regarde.
I am merely a blade made for killing. Am I really qualified to change the status quo?
Ouais.
You obey my orders.
I'm getting old. We should take the easier approach.
Non, 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 Padrino, il penserait pas ça, Padrino.
Pay the price.
So, why can't you just give in to me and stay here?
Ah, je vais péter la gueule.
Take this! Glory demands more.
Ouais, ouais, ouais.
A new era awaits. Surrender. Running won't save you. Stubbornness.
Ah, j'ai voulu forcer. Voilà.
How did you let go of confusion and doubt so easily?
Eh, parce que c'est Carlotta et qu'il y a Rover.
You and I. What makes us so different? Brother, care for a story?
Bah, vas-y.
A story about why a certain girl was adopted.
Ah bah, on veut bien savoir, en effet.
Prayer alone offers no salvation. In the face of survival, creed becomes meaningless.
How dare she eat the tribute? Nanny always said that food is for tribute. It's not for eating.
Ouais.
You're bad, girl. I'm telling Nanny.
C'est comme ça qu'elle a eu son forté, d'accord.
Who would have thought? She's a Montelli after all. The hall is in chaos. Yet she clings to her weapon. What a monster!
This suits a Montelli well. Repurposing decoration into a weapon.
Defying indoctrination to chart the course forward. Her blood
Ouais.
runs with the same fierce will as ours. Come with me. The family will shield you and open your eyes to a new world. You will rise to become a true Montelli.
Ouais. Il nous reste encore à aller taper la gueule de Capollo. Que j'ai envie d'appeler Maître Capello depuis tout à l'heure, hein, je vous le dis. Hein.
I see. So Duncan was in the dark about the real cause of Bennett's death. He simply wanted to protect his friend's reputation, and Capello used that. Duncan gave us a rigged terminal to cover Bennett's debt, clearing his name. Capello couldn't have tampered with the terminal data himself, or he would have found the information hidden beneath the overwrites. He simply laid a trap at the dock that Bennett visited. I can empathize with Duncan, even to some extent Capello. They're driven by a desire for safety and stability. Tempting future, even for me. We will never achieve that by surrendering ourselves to the Order. From the very beginning, our paths diverged. To yield to them now means giving up even more. And once we lose our grip, we'll no longer have the luxury of refusal. Grandfather and the others have already paved the way. I will follow their lead and chart a course towards a brighter tomorrow. For our family, wealth and power will safeguard our freedom. While freedom, in turn, will nurture wealth and power. The Montelli family is set to break the Order's suffocating hold and lead Raguna towards a wider horizon, embracing Septimont, Huanglong and other countries.
Et coucou Yedrop, comment ça va? J'imagine que tu passes une fantastique journée. Attendez, je vais remettre le coussin sur mon...
This is the future I envision for the Montellis.
Ah, attendez. Tac. Ah, on se sent mieux. Même si, vu la nouvelle de la journée, moi, je me sentais déjà très bien. What a wonderful day. Alors, faut savoir que j'ai vu, apparemment, Combini, ils ont annoncé la news sur TikTok avec la musique What a wonderful day de Hakon. Voilà. Voilà.
We seize control. An all-out war with the Order isn't a wise move.
Alors, d'abord, j'ai lu juste le connard, j'ai cru que c'était pour moi. C'est un petit peu ok. Et j'ai mis en contexte, c'est bon. J'ai mis en contexte.
Scarlet Velvet mentioned they need a formal reply, and we can deliver that. Care to help me give them an unforgettable response?
Ah, vraiment, je disais à Flo et j'ai mis dans le titre, hein, vraiment, aujourd'hui, j'ai hésité à lancer Wolfenstein pour bien être dans le thème et buter des nazis. Non, j'ai pas trollé. Hein. Vraiment, j'ai pas trollé. Hein. Mais bon, ne nous disputons pas alors que c'est une si belle journée. 2 jours plus tard, 19h. Ok. Ah, j'ai des trophées. Ouais, j'ai des trophées. 5 fois la H droite. Ok, d'accord. Tac. 2 jours plus tard. Voilà. Mais ouais. Depuis tout à l'heure, je vais... Comme je disais, normalement, je vais plus beaucoup sur Twitter, tu vois. Mais aujourd'hui, je fais des petits allers-retours sur Twitter pour voir un petit peu les tweets rigolos, quoi. Ah, aujourd'hui, on a le droit. Ouais. Oui, Carlotta, je te reçois.
Just checking your location. Have you reached the spot? Perfect. Remember to be stealthy. Scarlet Velvet and my operatives are positioned. The venue only has one entrance. I've arranged for a handler to get you in. You'll go in first and then help me.
Ok.
Oh, the upstairs parlor is off limits, reserved for a private event.
Ouais. Ah, on a mis le masque.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned it, yes, they did tell me about that. But weren't you supposed to arrive half an hour later? What was that?
Ouais.
You do have a point, but it's a special day. I need to confirm everyone's identity.
Ouais.
Hey, Tulip, why are you still standing there? Come here. Boss just asked for you.
Ouais, c'est qui lui?
Ah, a tulip coin. I remember you. You work at the vault,
Ouais.
don't you? We had a drink.
Ne me dis pas que tu m'as déjà oublié.
You arrived early. You
Surtout qu'aujourd'hui, c'est un jour où on n'oublie rien.
Yeah, we can talk after getting the job done. Now hurry up. We'll deliver the gifts together.
Ouais. Bah, en plus, je me dis, il y a eu l'accident de bateau de marine aujourd'hui. On était si proche du doublé coupe championnat. Oh là là, dommage.
Operate it to disable the cameras, then place the gems I made with my forte into position.
Ok. Non, non. Voilà. Non. Ah non. Ah non, attends. Voilà. Ah, je suis trop fort en vrai.
Everything's fine.
Trop fort.
Just got to the place we agreed on. The front of the hall. Main hall, 5 o'clock. Done. Blind spot? Done. Back window done.
Ouais.
The setup is complete, and the time we planned. How's it going on your end?
I'm out of the mirror and the jam is set up. Capello actually inspired this plan. Otherwise we wouldn't have been. The Order's agents have taken the bait and are at the location. Blue Rain and Retriever are primed for action. We'll head out at the chime of the hour.
Allez, Capolio, qu'est-ce qu'on va te mettre, Capolio, Capolio, maître Capolio. Ouais, vas-y.
Nearly go time. The Order's men should be here. Double check everything.
Ouais. Oh oui, Carlotta!
We should talk, Capello.
You
Why are you here?
Your guests won't be showing up today.
Carlotta. Looks like you've pieced together the whole story. Let me guess. You fed the same line to the Order, didn't you? Playing both sides, setting yourself up nicely. But something doesn't add up.
Ouais. Je suis là aussi.
Capello's promise of safety and comfort are nothing but a sham. He's been using our family as pawns. He didn't fall at the hands of tacit discords, but to Capello himself.
Ouais.
His body was disposed of outside the city's limits. The path of the Montelli family is one of unity. I can't promise there won't be more losses, but I will prioritize the welfare of every member. I do not take sacrifice lightly. Now, will you continue down this path? Or will you align with our cause for Bennett's sake and...
Trust built on deception always comes back to haunt you.
Ouais.
You're getting what you deserve.
Now that you've lost both the goods and your trading partners, this is your last chance to bow out gracefully.
Bow out gracefully? Do you think I still care about saving face at this point?
Ouais, non, c'est vrai que l'honneur, je pense que t'en as rien à foutre. Ouais, ouais, ouais.
Ruthless enough. I should have cut you loose earlier, making you pay the price like the others who crossed me. And what of it? You'll never understand. We lack the power to protect everyone, so what's wrong with seeking a powerful ally? Why not align ourselves with those who share my true goal? You're right. I've crossed the line. But I can still salvage this if I take you.
Ah, c'est... Non, mais c'est bien tenté, mais... Mais non, mon pote.
Everyone, capture them!
Time to leave.
Oh, 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 oui. Oh, oui. Oh, stylé.
Fall for me, will you? Then, let's fall together.
Ah, stylé. Stylé, stylé, stylé.
Scarlet Velvet's people have secured Duncan and will bring him to a safe house. He'll return after everything's settled. Regarding the Order, I tasked Blue Rain and Retriever to pose as Capello's aide.
Ziegler, comme Rachel Ziegler.
Lighter than a dove. Can you keep up? rain.
Ouais.
I remember telling
Déteste la saison des pluies, bah ouais. Moi j'aime bien parce qu'on peut rester à la maison et boire des chocolats chauds.
Rain is a bad omen in Raguna. When it rains, it's easier to wash away bloodstains. That's why acts of revenge usually happen on such days. But today's rain feels different. As it falls, the troubles of yesterday are washed away. I feel calm. Like I found my true self again. My present and my future are now in my own hands.
Well done, Carlotta.
Ouais.
Thank you, Rover. My girl could not have accomplished this without your assistance.
Ouais. Ouais.
I had faith in you too, but you surpassed my expectations.
Je sais, Padrito. C'est Padrino, Padrino, Padrino.
What he just said. Looks like someone's been keeping secrets from me, huh?
Bah, oui, j'ai papoté un peu avec Padrino.
You entered that scenario and delivered his gun to me. How did you earn my grandfather's trust so soon? The nerve. Fine. Since we make such a good team, I'll let...
Capello and his lackeys will face the consequences of their actions. Our code is simple. Vengeance for blood. There's a lot at play here. It will require some effort and a true Montelli at my
Bah oui, bah bien sûr, Carlotta.
I'll take care of the rest. But before that...
Ouais. Ça parle de ma récompense? J'ai bien aidé quand même, hein.
Yes. What, miss me already?
Ah bien sûr que tu me manques.
No need to feel sad about parting. For each goodbye brings us closer to the next.
Ouais, mais ça c'est les fraîches Facebook, Carlotta, ça.
Way to think of it. A countdown to our next reunion. With Capello ousted, the family needs someone to fill his shoes. I must assist my grandfather through this tumultuous...
Elle a la tête vraiment ronde, Rover.
Thank you, Rover. As my grandfather said, things couldn't have gone so smooth. Now that the dust has settled, you no longer need to stay with me as cat's eye of the Montelli family. As I said, every member gets a token that matches their code name.
Ouais, et donc j'en ai un.
A pair of cat's eyes. Please accept this as a token of my appreciation. No, this gem wasn't crafted by my foot. I know someone like you won't stay just for me. And joining the Montelli family might not be in your plans just yet. But I'll keep this code name for you, Cat's Eye. The first and only member to receive my personal invitation.
Oh, allez, oui, mais Carlotta, on lui a tapé dans l'œil à Carlotta. On lui a tapé dans l'œil à Carlotta. Eh. Voilà. Non, bah, elle était sympa comme quête. Elle était sympa. Moi, je passais un bon moment à la faire. Il y avait des cinématiques stylées. Le personnage de Carlotta est vraiment sympa. Je dirais pas que c'était un ultra banger incroyable. Mais on a appris des trucs sur les Montelli. Il y avait des beaux décors, des belles cinématiques. Le personnage de Carlotta est sympa. Padrino aussi. Non, c'était cool. C'était cool. Du coup, YouTube. On se retrouve tout bientôt pour je sais pas encore quoi. En tout cas, cette quête de Carlotta était très sympa. Dis-moi ce que t'en as pensé. N'hésite pas à nous rejoindre en live, hein, c'est assez régulier. Chaque semaine dans l'après-midi. Des gros bisous. Et bye bye YouTube.